Earlier in your math career, you should have learned about different categories of numbers. The first category are natural numbers. Natural numbers are the same thing as counting numbers, so 1, 2, 3, etc. Then we learned about what are called whole numbers. Whole numbers are the natural numbers, but it just now includes 0. Then we have integers. Integers are all of the whole numbers and their opposites. So it's any positive or negative number, but now we cannot have anything with fractions or decimals. After integers are rational numbers, and rational numbers are now any number that can be written as a fraction. So 1/2, 6.7, 1.3 repeating. If it's a decimal, it has a decimal that ends or it has a decimal that repeats. And then we have irrational numbers. And irrational numbers are numbers like square root of 2 and pi. These are decimals that never end, never repeat. All of these numbers here make up what we call the real numbers. And so far in your math career, all the numbers you've worked with have been real numbers. But now we are going to be introducing what are called imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers, we use the letter I to describe them. And with these imaginary numbers, those and the real numbers make up what are called complex numbers. So any number ever, whether it's real or imaginary, is called a complex number. And we write complex numbers in this form, a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers, and then I represents that imaginary part of the number. We are now going to take the idea of complex numbers, and we are going to express each of these values given as a complex number in standard form. And so as Brooke and Sophia were telling us, standard form is that a plus bi form. So if you just have the number 10, 10 is a real number. It does not have an imaginary part to it. So to represent that in complex number form, we just write it as 10 plus 0i. Again, it has no imaginary part to it, so the I is 0. But now if we have 4i, this has no real part to it, it just has the 4i. So then what we do to put that in standard form, we have it 0 plus 4i. So it still falls in that a plus bi format, and we have to represent a as the number 0. And then lastly, this one here, almost in that standard form, but we want it as a plus bi, and our I term here is in the first term. We need the I to be the second term. So all we're going to do is flip-flop these, but we have to make sure when we flip-flop that we keep the signs as they are. So this is going to turn into -7 plus 3i. This minus sign here stays with the 7. The positive sign with my 3i stays with my 3i.